Hello, hello, hello. So welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do, it's time for me to do another hot oil treatment. Wintertime, I'm noticing that my scalp is super irritated and needs some help. So if you've missed the video, I already showed you how to make a DIY hot oil treatment. It's actually really easy to make, but I wanted to follow up because it is, again, the same recipe. I didn't make it again. This is what it looks like when it solidifies because most of it is coconut oil. So that's coconut oil and that mixture you're seeing up top, and then at the bottom is honey. So you have to reheat it, obviously, and plus hot oil, you want it hot. So what we're gonna do is to warm this up, and I will show you again how to use it. Stay tuned. You want it to naturally, please don't mind my stove, I still clean one. You want it to slowly come to melt. Once it's completely dissolved, you can work on mixing it, and then that's when you're able to use it. It's a really simple process. You just don't want to microwave it because all of the nutrients will be removed, and that will defeat the purpose of making your own healthy version of a hot oil treatment. How it's getting there. It's getting soft. It doesn't take that long, so it's maybe been on here for 5 minutes. Try to get a little tad closer where you can see it without my camera falling. Hot mess, mom. I'm telling you. You really don't want to rush it, and you don't want this to come to a roiling boil. You want it to be soft like it is now. When I fast forwarded it, when I made the video originally, I laughed because it looked like it was a fast boil, but it literally is this. It is not boiling very fast. Going too much. You don't want to put those nutrients out. Okay, it's almost getting there. A long way. Okay, so I'm back. The oil has cooled down enough to where I can touch it comfortably. But you do notice how the honey settles kind of quickly. So what I like to do is I actually have a dropper here that I use to actually do the hot oil treatment in. I'm just going to continue to keep that mixed. So pretty much all you're going to do once that is all mixed, keep in mind, if you haven't watched the first video, application video, I will try to link that below. I did not get a lot of the installation footage in that, mostly because it got deleted, which is why I'm trying this new system out. But keep in mind, the honey is, sorry, my son fell asleep and my husband came home, so his truck's restarted. He's running an errand real quick. Kid is asleep, so I'm trying to take advantage of this time frame. So sorry. So the first amount of footage got deleted, so you couldn't see me install the actual hot oil. So one thing to keep in mind, this is honey, so it does get sticky. If you need to put it back on heat, it's nice to know, or if you need to heat it back up, you can put it back in the lightly boiled water to help loosen it again. But I just keep it moving. I don't like it too hot because I don't want to burn my scalp for one. I'm trying to keep my volume down, so do apologize. So the only tool I have is my rat tail comb, and I'm just gonna help. It's just gonna help me with parting my hair. But because I'm using the dropper, it makes life so much easier to get it on your scalp and I will massage this into my scalp to help, one, break up any of that buildup. This time I am not going to sleep in it. I'm going to wash it out tonight, and then set my hair. Setting my hair is going to look exactly the same as I normally do it, so I'm not going to always re-record that, but I'm going to part this again. I'm going to work in small sections, and I'm going to just show you a little bit of it. It's pretty repetitive, like anything else with hair. Alright, so my hair is pretty loose already. I'm not quite done to the whole week of this style, but because I want to look, I have something going on tomorrow, I want to do it all over again. That's always my secret, is just wash your hair the night before if they go smart. So yeah, so I'm using the dropper, and I'm just running it along my scalp. This does get messy, so just keep that in mind. I don't know if I've gotten it on my shirt already or not, but... And you can work in small amounts, just take your time. But you're just basically getting it on your scalp. But I have to tell you, it feels so good. Now, for those that have not watched my first version of this hot oil treatment, the reasons I use the ingredients that I do is because it is all very moisturizing. Honey is a humectant, so it draws in moisture. Olive oil is as well, along with coconut oil. So all of those are very beneficial for dry hair. My hair is a super dry hair, especially in the winter. So I have to do this a couple times in the winter season. So just feel your hair out. You may have to do this once or twice a month. I'm going once a month right now. It does have a lot of work to do it, but it is such a benefit when you do. So I'm using the tips of my fingers to rub it in. Again, it's honey, so it is very sticky, but let it do what it's gonna do. And I am kind of working it down the hair strand, but not a whole lot. I don't need it on my end, I need it on my scalp. So when I'm done, I'm not worried about detangling at this moment, only because it pretty much already is. It's not gonna be that tangled because I'm not that many days post for this style, so I'm just gonna roughly twist it up out of the way and do this all over my head. So I might have like 4 to 5 twists when I'm all done. So yeah, I will meet you back here when I'm all done for the next instructions. All right, I'll see you back here in a little bit. In the front, I'm focusing on massaging it a little bit more heavy because that's where my problem areas are. With the side around my ears too, because that's where my glasses sit. So I'm gonna take those off just so I can, now mind you, I can't see you. So if I have a cross-eyed look, who doesn't? But yeah, I try to focus that attention in here, in this section. It feels awesome. And then the fact that it smells amazing too. Because it's honey, coconut oil, and olive oil. Like, how can you mess that up? Just massage. Don't use nails, just the palms of your, or the little tips of your pads. That's what I'm for. Pads of your fingertips. So, you will notice how sticky it gets. But it's super healthy. And let it naturally go down your strands. You don't have to force it. It'll go down the arms. Sorry if I sound like I'm whispering. If this works, recording like this, that'll be my next thing, some microphone to attach. But right now, I'm stick to this. Once that my hair is all twisted up, I will focus on the crown as well, because that's my biggest area. And then I'm going to shampoo. Since I'm out of apple cider vinegar, and it's not ready yet. So, I'm right back. It's actually a very quick process. But yeah, you see how it's come back. Very dry skin. TLC because it doesn't take that much of this oil, so be very generous if you can. Still asleep. Crazy kid. He did not sleep well last night, so I wasn't giving him a nap today on his own. I mean, not forcing him to do it. For him to naturally do it, that's fine. Can't really put too much because you're about to wash out. So that's it. Because if this app does work, then I can record and edit much quicker than I was dealing with. So I might be able to upload a couple times a week instead of just once. It felt like every 2 weeks. So super happy about that. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to focus on the crown just a touch. And realizing I didn't even really need my rat tail comb because the hairstyle I did with the footage got erased with my fluffy curls, which is probably what I'm going to do again for tomorrow since I'll be seeing family. I just like that look because it's super natural looking. It's like, well, one, it's very little effort to do. Oh, this feels so good. I'm just trying to break up anything that's there. Product and flaky skin. I'm just trying to get it all off, but moisturize at the same time. Okay, sorry, Phil. Off my, there we go. I might put some on my face too, because my eyebrows do the same thing with crown. And that way, when I get in the shower, I can get all of this handled. And wax my eyebrows. But yeah, that's all you do. Super easy, right? I have a lot of easy videos. Watch my hands real quick. I need dish soap since there's so much oil. Wash your hands. So yeah, I'm gonna let this sit for 20 to an hour, and then I'm gonna hop in the shower. Just kind of depends on when the sun wakes up. Don't want to sleep too long. Yeah, so rinse it out or wash it out, and then I will be back to set. If you would like to see how I am setting it for the winter, I have a link in the description for how I've been doing it lately. I might be back in a minute and show you because I don't remember if I got erased or not. If it did, then I will show you my fluffy girl, lazy how to set. So I will share all that with you. But in the meantime, I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Okay, so I am fresh out of the shower. I'm trying to look this way. I don't know if you're looking up my nose. Okay, so fresh out of the shower. Don't mind the background because my son's probably gonna make noise. Going to set my hair, and I'm going to try to do it super simple so it won't take forever to dry, but I need to detangle it. I'm just setting my leave-in. So all I'm going to do is actually put 2 products in my hair, which I need to get both of them. So I'm going to use my Tangle Teaser, nicely cleaned. Just shampooed it not too long ago. I'm going to use my newest hair product line that I just got. You can see that. Bergen Naturals. Love this leave-in. Super light and moisturizing. And then all I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to seal with almond oil and see what that does. I want something light that feels very natural. And I always have my backup, my son's comb. But I'm going to detangle with my Tangle Teasers first. Now I just lightly shampooed my hair, and then there's conditioner in it right now. If you've been watching some of my tutorials, I don't actually rinse, you already know, I don't rinse out my conditioner completely, just so, because my hair is extremely dry. Sorry, I'm trying to find another hair clip. I'm not in this studio, I'm in my room, so makes things a little bit harder. Anyway, so I already have a nice thick layer of conditioner in my hair. So in the same method of when I did the hot oil treatment, I'm just going to do them in 4 sections. I just find it easier to use the tangle teaser this way. But just work from the ends. It doesn't take too long for this to melt these tangles. I'm wanting to detangle before I put the products in, so I can rake it in with a heat on. Sorry, my son's being super fussy. He's not in a good mood after his nap. One, probably because it wasn't a full match. Okay, so once it's combed through nicely, just raking the product in, just like any other hair tutorial out there. Okay, so it's a little tough in this bottle because it's actually kind of a thick leave-in, but it's super nice because I know it's homemade. So that's about the size I'm putting in for this section, and I'm just raking it in. That's all I'm gonna do. All right, and then moving on to the second section. This should only take you a few minutes to do. The trick for me is my hair has to be sopping wet in order to detangle. I can't do it when it's dry. And if you work from the ends and work your way up, it makes detangling so much quicker. I used to spend hours detangling, or like the whole process for wash day. Now I can do it probably, including the set time, within an hour and a half. That's been the quickest time. I've had to modify some things because I'm now a mom, so I don't have the time to spend all day on my hair. I gotta get through this sucker quick. Alright, so once it's combed through, that's why I need products I know that work and are healthy, so I don't have to fumble with my hair health and let my kids worry about. I got a husband, got a household to run, and no time to mess around with unhealthy things. Why are your chips in my hamper, man? Why can't Daddy open it? The bottom's done. So I will be back in just a moment. Usually I will twist up each section after I finish it after putting the products in, but I'm going to do the oil all in one to make sure I don't over put oil in my hair. And then also I kind of want my natural curl pattern to come back before I twist it up. That's how I get my most natural look. So like after I'm raking it through, I'm reclumping it together to make individual curls, and that's coiling back up again on its own. So before I twist it up, it makes its natural curl. My son's just playing in the background, don't mind him. Okay, and this is the last section. Super easy, right? I told you, most of my stuff I do is super easy. It's just a matter of finding the right hair products and knowing what you want, knowing what your hair wants, which is 2 different things sometimes. Sometimes you just have to embrace, sorry. much time in my closet. Sometimes you just have to embrace what you naturally have instead of forcing your hair to do something it doesn't want to do. Oh yeah, and I know this sounds noisy. If it is noisy, I'll know when I go back and edit. But it actually isn't tugging at my hair. I'll show you the end of the comb. It's not pulling my hair. I just make this face when I'm concentrating. As long as you have a lot of slip in your conditioner, you should be able to do this within minutes. I just reached minute 7 of this video, and I've only stopped it for a few seconds just so I can talk to my son, who's eating chips in my closet right now. Motherhood, right? And the reason why I'm only putting 2 products in, which is pretty much my main product in a oil, is because I want to make this one last a little bit longer, and I feel like the less products I put on, the better chance of less product buildup. Because I clarified my hair really early this month, so I don't want to ruin that by doing it early, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that again next month with doing it early. So, like the last weekend of the month, I clarified since it's such a long process. Not like long time frame, but it is time consuming. So, just to show you my shed hair, it actually isn't that much. It's just on this outer edge. And it's what I missed when I was doing my hot oil treatment. Okay, so for oil, I'm probably going to do 2 quarter-sized amounts at separate times. I'm just going to rake it through and see what that does. And if I need more, I can always need more. But I always want to start small. And this is for the whole head, not just a small section. Because I just personally don't want that oil. I'm going to start with the outer. And this is sealing in the moisture. Okay. And the second time, I'm going to rake it in. So hopefully I get every strand of hair. And I'm using almond oil because that's what I have right now at Reach. And I know it's really healthy for hair, so I wanted to try it out. For sealing oil, because I use almond oil also for my face. So, and you can actually use almond oil for your teeth. You use almond oil for everything. Almond oil is just as amazing as coconut and olive, apparently. Alright, so 10 minutes in, my hair is pretty much almost done. And to get the fluffy curls, like I mentioned before, all I'm going to do is 2 or 3 braids. Big braids. This is also why I let my curl kind of come back. But look at how much definition and curl. This is with it stopping wet. But I want it to grow on its own. I want it to be dry, so I'm going to do 2 real quick pat braids, 2 or 3, depending on scalp goes pretty good. I think this is another reason why I can get away with doing just 2 products, or 2 things, 2 products in my hair this time, because I did a hot oil treatment, which was super moisturizing. Twist this out of the way. I think I'm going to do a French braid, because that way when I take it down, I don't have to do as much. harder. Work smarter, not harder. It's been my mantra for the past month. And I'm not perfect at front braiding at all. I'm a rookie at it. But all that matters really is the end result. Not how you got there. I'm just trying to do it in the laziest way. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just setting your hair. I'm just doing this to keep it from getting tangled again. And then at some point when it's dry, I will return to show you the takedown. I'll probably be either at my, we'll see where I am. Alright, see, one side. I'll be back with the other. Okay, so that is the other side done. And I'm pretty much going to sleep like this. I have a lot to do tomorrow, so I'll probably run around town like this. And when it is 100% dry, so I will take it down. This is the back. There might be a curl or two exposed or whatever, but just to set it, it's going to do its own thing. But again, you want to wait until it's 100% dry so you don't experience shrinkage. This is going to help me retain length. So yeah, I'm just going to put my satin scarf on and hit the head. And I will see you when it's time to take it out. Good night.